Are you a business owner or a professional that needs some PR tips for your business or your career? Well, I'm going to give you 5 PR lessons from Drake's new music video, Laugh Now, Cry Later. Stay tuned. Welcome to Coffee with Me, Myself, and Ivy, where I give you social media tips, communication industry best practices with pop culture examples. I'm Ivy. I'm just a public relations professional, feeding my coffee addiction and sharing with you some things I have learned along the way. Now, before I give you 5 PR lessons that I got from Drake's new music video, let's start with a motivational quote because the world's on fire. So why not navigate it with a little bit of motivation? Challenges are gifts that force us to search for a new center of gravity. Don't fight them, just find a new way to stand. Oprah Winfrey. Now let's jump into this music video and song, but specifically the music video. So Drake recently released Laugh Now, Cry Later, and not only is the song good, but the music video was done very well. I mean, it was shot at the Nike headquarters in Oregon. It has plenty of athlete superstar cameos. There's a comedian cameo. There's a beautiful influencer cameo. There's Nike throughout the whole song. The song and the beat's actually good. And it was done so well, I have watched it over and over and over again. And when I watched it over and over again, I got a couple lessons out of the video. The first lesson we're going to discuss from this video: partnerships are great for achieving goals. I seriously doubt Drake just went to Nike and said, hey, I want to shoot at your headquarters in Oregon. I bet most likely they sat down, had a couple meetings, and agreed on a partnership that would help achieve Drake's goals and achieve Nike's goals. I mean, not only was it shot there, it was shot in different parts of the facility. There was Nike gear, even Nike basketballs throughout the whole video. I mean, I was so inspired by the video, I bought some Nike. So how does this apply to your business or your career? Sometimes to achieve goals, it's okay to partner with someone. For me personally, my best success in my career, at my day job, or in organizations I'm a part of outside of work, is when I usually partner with someone else, partner with another organization, company, even public figure to achieve a great goal. So be like Drake, partner with Nike, or I'm sure when it came to the cameos, like he has some top grade A athletes in this video. I doubt he can say, hey, can y'all come be in my video? He probably did, and he has that power, but it's all about partnership to achieve a goal. And rappers, I'm leaving out Lil Durk was in the video. Lesson 2. Always come back to your brand. I think we can all agree, if you are aware of Drake, Drake likes to experiment with his music. Sometimes he does some R&B because he has the voice for it. Sometimes he sounds like he's from the UK. Sometimes he sounds like he's from a Caribbean island. Or maybe one moment he's from Houston, next moment he's from Atlanta. And one moment he's from Memphis, but he can get away with the Memphis part because he spent his summers there because that's where his daddy is from. But one thing I love about this video and this song, it sounds like Drake's signature sound. I mean, Drake has been around for some years now, and we can all tell when he is doing one of his typical Drake songs, that especially when they're successful. And this is a Drake song with a good beat, catchy lyrics, smart lyrics, and it's wonderful. And I don't know how to say this. I've been a Drake fan since Degrassi, before he was in the wheelchair, before he was Wheelchair Jimmy. And I've also been a fan of Drake since Replacement Girl. So it's always wonderful to see Drake experiment, but it's always wonderful to see Drake go back to his brand. So how does that apply to you and your business or career? It's okay to experiment. It's okay to try something new, but it's also okay to go back to your original brand messaging, brand colors. So be like Drake, every now and then, switch it up. Go back to your original brand, even if you tried something new. All right, lesson 3, transparency is key. My favorite part of this video is the fact that It's literally called Laugh Now, Cry Later. And Drake has a scene where he's crying and it's shown throughout the video. Well, there's a particular scene. A comedian comes in, catches him crying, and asks, "Hey, are you okay?" And Drake said, "No, I'm not okay. I'm going to use this quote for the rest of the year. It's been a long road, but I have a warrior spirit." And the way 2020 is going, I'm probably going to say that a lot. So how does this apply to transparency? Rappers are not known to always show their emotions. Now it's kind of new. We do have emo rappers now. And Drake is known for being one of them. But it's not always traditional norm for rappers to show their emotions. So the fact when the comedian came in and was like, "Hey, are you crying?" Drake didn't lie and say, "Hey, I have allergies." No, he just straight up said, "It's been a long road. I have a warrior spirit." And even asked the guy for a tissue. And he addressed it and went back to the rest of his friends. Went back to the superstars, comedians, the beautiful influencer. He went back to hang out with them. But the takeaway from this for your business or career, there's so many stereotypes and misconceptions about public relations where they think all we do is spin, and fluff. Please don't spin or fluff if you're in a crisis or having an issue. Your publics, whether they're internal or external, will respect you more if you're transparent. Also, please, I hope you have a crisis communications plan. And I hope in that crisis communications plan, you're planning to be transparent. Don't spin, just be honest. Your publics will respect you more if you are transparent if something's going on with your business or something's going on with a project or a service or a product. If you made it this far to the video, please hit that like button, leave a comment, let me know what did you like about the video or what other videos you think I can get PR lessons from. The next lesson that I got from the video is do not ignore the creative side of your projects or programs. This video was well made. Even if you're not a rap fan, if you just put the video on, put it on mute, and just look at the cinematography, it was shot well. Even little things like they recreated a photo of LeBron James in the early phase of his career. Everything was detailed and shot beautifully. Even the humorous scenes were just shot really well. The Nike, the expensive cars, everything was shot well. And why does it look well? Because they pay attention to the creative side of this project. And how does this apply to you? Well, there's many entrepreneurs and professionals that only care about the program or service or product they offer. They ignore the creative side of their projects or programs. You may ignore the video quality, the publication or graphics, or even social media graphics that need to go out that's related to your product or service. Please do not ignore the creative side of your projects or programs, because, and yes, I had to drink for that, you'll miss out on opportunities and profits. There are many times where I wanted to reach out to someone and take their service and their packaging, the creative wasn't well put together. I was like, I'll just go somewhere else. So please, be like Drake. Beautiful shot video. Made me want to go to Oregon. I have no desire to go to the Nike headquarters in Oregon, but it made me want to go. Be like Drake and don't ignore the creative side. Lesson number 5 for this video. Drake did a good job executing this video and the song, where you can tell it was strategy over tactics. Strategy over tactics. We live in a world where everyone just wants to do something. They just want to do a tactic, but they rarely have the strategy to go with it. And that's so important when you're doing any type of PR or marketing. It's important to have the strategy to connect to the tactic and how is it going to achieve the goal. So when you're in the workplace or when you're in your business and someone's like, "We should do this." Okay, why are we doing this? So we can attract these people. Okay, how are we going to attract these people? It's all about the strategy. So in Drake's video, you can tell it was very strategic, from certain lyrics matching certain scenes. Like there's a lyric that matches a scene when Marshawn Lynch knocks Drake down while he's catching the ball. And as he knocks him down, it took me 2 times to notice this, but when Marshawn Lynch knocks Drake down, it matches the lyric that he was saying at the moment. So little things like that. It's like a very strategically well-planned video. So when it comes to your projects, your programs, your tactics, please choose strategies over tactics. Don't be a tactician. It's better, especially when it comes to public relations, to be a strategic communicator versus just doing a tactic. Because if you chose a strategy, and especially if you did some strategic planning, or if you do my favorite, because I just earned my APR, so I'm sorry, I had to take a test on this. If you don't do research planning, implementation, and evaluation, and talk about strategies, objectives, and tactics within that, you don't know what went well if your program went well. You don't know what went wrong if your program went wrong. You didn't document it. You didn't have a plan in place with strategies, tactics, and objectives. So, the best thing you can do, just like this well-made Drake video that has me looking at it over and over again, and even inspired me to do this video, to have strategies over tactics. Partnerships are great for achieving goals, just like Drake partnering with Nike and the many cameos in his video. Always come back to your brand. It's okay to try new things, it's okay to experiment, but it's best to just always come back to your brand. Transparency is key. If something's going on, please be transparent about it, and please have a crisis plan or a issues management plan on how you're going to handle it. Do not ignore the creative side of your projects. Please don't, because it makes a big difference on whether you're going to achieve your goals, or you might lose an opportunity or profit. And last but not least, strategies before tactics. Strategies over tactics. Just please have a strategy to go along with the tactics. Well, if you made this far into the video, my first ever YouTube video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. And thank you for joining me for my very first YouTube video. Please let me know in the comments what particular PR lessons that you have gotten out of this video. Let me know in the comments what you want me to talk about that are social media tips, communication industry best practices, tied to pop culture examples. What in pop culture do you want me to talk about? Is it movies? Is it music? Is it TV shows? Let me know. And again, thank you for watching, and keep your peace.